On June 2, 2025, Nigeria's national landscape was characterized by a complex interplay of humanitarian challenges, critical security developments, ongoing economic and governance initiatives, and a vibrant societal pulse. Major events on June 2, 2025. News and humanitarian concerns. The profound impact of the Mokwa floods in Niger State remained a dominant headline. On June 2nd, rescue operations officially concluded, with the tragic death toll reaching approximately 200 lives. Over 3,000 residents were confirmed displaced, highlighting the vast humanitarian crisis. Relief efforts, spearheaded by the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, and the Niger State Emergency Management Agency, NCEMA, continued to distribute essential aid. Concerns about potential disease outbreaks in the flood-affected areas prompted health advisories and increased medical surveillance. The visit of former Anambra State Governor Peter Obi to the flood victims with a substantial donation further underscored the national response to the disaster. Security developments. A critical security incident from June 1st gained further clarity on June 2nd. A military airstrike in Zamfara State targeting armed groups tragically resulted in the unintended deaths of at least 20 local vigilantes. The Nigerian Air Force, NAF, acknowledged the regrettable loss of lives and stated that an investigation into the accidental bombing was underway. This incident sparked renewed calls from human rights organizations for increased precision and accountability in military operations. In Delta State, on June 2, men of the Nigerian army reportedly clashed with protesters in Abraka who were demonstrating against insecurity and kidnapping. The incident led to an injury and the alleged vandalization and seizure of a protester's vehicle. Later on June 4th, the police and vigilantes reportedly killed 4 kidnapping suspects in response to the Abraka protests. Separately, the Nigeria Police Force announced the rescue of 12 trafficked children and the arrest of 2 suspected traffickers in Abia State, alongside the recovery of 5 AK-47 rifles and ammunition in Kogi State, demonstrating ongoing efforts against crime. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher G. Musa, also made a public appeal on June 2nd for Nigerians to be patriotic and support the armed forces in the quest for national security at the VON Forum 2025.
Economic and Governance Matters. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, officially released the final list of candidates for the 2025 Anambra State Governorship election on June 2nd, simultaneously announcing the commencement of election campaigns. This marked a pivotal moment in the lead-up to the polls, as the deadline for candidate substitution had passed. Economically, the Debt Management Office, DMO, opened subscriptions for the June 2025 issuance of the Federal Government of Nigeria, FGN savings bonds, providing opportunities for domestic investors with attractive interest rates. The Nigerian stock market started the week bullishly on June 2nd, with the market capitalization gaining 173 billion naira, indicating positive investor sentiment in certain market segments. In a significant policy statement, Vice President Kashim Shettima reiterated Nigeria's commitment to transforming the cocoa industry from raw production to processing and discussed the nation's pursuit of a massive $25 billion undersea gas pipeline project to supply gas to Europe, presenting Nigeria as a prime investment destination. Furthermore, the Take It Back movement declared June 12 as a national day of protest against tyranny, accusing the government of democratic betrayals, signaling a potential for nationwide demonstrations. Other events. The World Health Expo Lagos 2025 and WHX Labs Lagos 2025 commenced on June 2nd at the Landmark Center, Lagos, running until June 4th. This major event brought together healthcare professionals, policymakers, and industry leaders to discuss innovations in medical equipment, diagnostics, and healthcare solutions for West Africa. Moving over to trends, entertainment, business, and lifestyle in Nigeria on June 2nd, 2025. Trends. Civil disobedience and political awareness.
The call by the Take It Back movement for a nationwide protest on June 12th, Democracy Day, against perceived tyranny and human rights abuses by the government was a significant trend on June 2nd. This reflected a growing sentiment of public dissatisfaction and a desire for greater accountability and respect for civic freedoms. Disaster management dialogue. Following the severe Mokwa floods, there was a noticeable trend in public discourse and media coverage emphasizing the need for improved disaster preparedness, early warning systems, and efficient humanitarian aid distribution across states, moving beyond reactive responses. Economic reform scrutiny. Public and media scrutiny of the implementation of economic reforms, particularly the federal government's compressed natural gas vehicle scheme, trended as reports of major hitches nationwide emerged. This underscored a public appetite for transparency and effective delivery of government initiatives. Entertainment. Celebrity personal revelations. The Nigerian entertainment sphere continued its trend of celebrity candidness. Rapper Fowls openly expressed his concerns about raising children in Nigeria, a sentiment that resonated widely and sparked conversations among fans about the nation's future. Similarly, Nollywood actor Daniel Edem Effiong discussed his past as a womanizer, while former BBN Naija housemaid Queen Mercy Atong addressed the reasons for unfollowing her husband, all contributing to the public's engagement with celebrity personal lives. Music and legalities. Singer Speed Darlington made news by responding to an invitation from NAPTIP, indicating the occasional intersection of legal and regulatory bodies with the entertainment industry. Business. Financial market growth. The Nigerian Exchange Limited (NGX) saw a bullish start to the week on June 2nd, with market capitalization gaining 173 billion naira, fueled by investor interest in various sectors. This positive movement reflected growing confidence in specific market segments. Investment opportunities. The Debt Management Office, DMO, launched subscriptions for the June 2025 FGN savings bonds, providing a channel for retail investors to engage in government debt, while also indicating the government's strategy to raise domestic capital. Sectoral development. The Vice President's discussions on transforming the cocoa industry from raw production to processing and pursuing a $25 billion undersea gas pipeline to Europe highlighted strategic business initiatives aimed at boosting Nigeria's value chain and energy exports, respectively. Financial sector performance. News from the financial sector included Abbey Mortgage Bank plc reporting a 22.6% increase in profit after tax for the 2024 financial year and announcing plans to raise at least 100 billion naira. Fitch Ratings also affirmed and upgraded Fidelity Bank plc's ratings, indicating a healthier banking sector. Lifestyle. Healthcare and well-being. The opening of the World Health Expo Lagos 2025 and WHX Labs Lagos 2025 on June 2nd underscored a growing focus on healthcare advancements, medical innovation, and public health awareness, directly impacting the quality of life for Nigerians. Socioeconomic impact on daily life. Debates around Nigeria heading for financial collapse if borrowing spree continues, as warned by experts, directly shaped lifestyle discussions, influencing concerns about inflation, cost of living, and economic stability. Youth empowerment and talent export. The continued spotlight on the relaunch of Nigeria's talent export program, NATEP, aimed at positioning Nigerian youth globally for digital and professional services, highlighted career and lifestyle aspirations for the younger demographic. Social justice and morality. The controversial claim by the Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG, that 75% of Nigerian inmates are innocent sparked significant public discourse around justice, human rights, and the state of the correctional system, influencing societal values and advocacy. 24 hours. Done. The headlines, the heartbreaks, the leaps forward, all packed into a single day, June 2nd, 2025. This isn't just news, it's the beating pulse of our nation, a story constantly being written. But here's the critical question. What will your 24 hours add to this narrative? Beyond just watching, what insight struck you hardest? What opportunity or what challenge ignites a fire in you to act, to speak, to change? Don't just observe. Jump into the comments below. Let's build a real conversation about the Nigeria we're living in and the Nigeria we're building. Your voice matters. If this deep dive fueled your understanding, smash that like button. Share this update with every Nigerian who needs to be in the know. And to stay ahead of the curve, to be part of the informed few, hit subscribe now for your unmissable daily Nigeria update. The clock is ticking. See you with the next 24 hours.